And for some analysis, we're joined on the KCBS Newsline by Dr. Hisham Ahmed, a professor in the Department of Politics at St. Mary's College. Thanks very much for your time this morning. So what's your first reaction upon hearing this?
Well, my pleasure. First reaction, which is really everybody's reaction in the world, is that this is an historic moment in the world history in general, but for the Libyan people in particular. The killing of Qaddafi ushers in a new era for Libya. He has been in power for 42 years. That's quite a long time, even if he was an angel, and for sure he was not an angel. He was really a devil. He has caused his people so much havoc, killed so many people from the Libyans, from other Arabs, from Westerners, and his tyrannical rule was so brutal to the extent that you see everybody celebrating in Libya the end of this era.
What do you think we can expect from the new Libya, from the new Libyan government?
Well, obviously, although this is a joyous movement, one has to be cautiously optimistic in the sense that there will still be some instability in Libya. This is a new period with a new government. Libya has not had accustomed really for democracy for 4 decades of Qaddafi's tyranny. So it will take time for democratic institutions to be built, for elections to be held. But I believe this is a day of promise. The big hope is that Libya will not be turned into another Iraq, where a civil war would erupt, where inner fighting would break out. And I think this is what everybody needs to do in order to prevent this from happening.
And on that same topic, after Saddam Hussein lost power, we saw some of his followers continuing to torment enemies of Saddam, enemies in that country. Might we see Gaddafi loyalists trying to undermine the new leadership?
I think there will be attempts by Qaddafi's loyalists, although I don't think that there are too many of them left. Qaddafi did not really galvanize any popular support in Libya. There are some beneficiaries from his rule, and these will try to disrupt the new system. But I believe we have to be even more cautious than that, in the sense that no outside power will also, or forces or groups, will meddle in Libyan affairs. We know from experience that when Saddam fell and then executed in Iraq, there were other groups from outside Iraq that really meddled in the affairs of the country. Here I'm referring, to some interested groups from within the region and perhaps from outside the region. And I think this is the main concern that one has really to keep in mind vis-a-vis the new period, the new era in Libya. I should also add that as of yet, we don't know exactly how Qaddafi was killed, but it seems obvious from most reports that I have been following, especially on Al Jazeera and so on and so forth, that he was killed by the rebels. And let's hope that this was the case, that he was not really killed by any outside power, because this could really, I believe, disturb, feelings in Libya and in the Arab world. One would have hoped, of course, that Qaddafi would have been put on trial rather than being killed, but certainly I cannot think of anybody who will shed a tear, really, for Qaddafi's death.
All right. Well, we thank you for taking the time to talk to us. Hisham Ahmed is a professor of the Department of Politics at St. Mary's College.